We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Mississippi Braves. The Blue Wahoos are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Bryce Wilson, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Ready now, Patrick Hall, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The right fielder, Patrick Hall.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team. Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Stepping in now, Frank Quantrill, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Bats is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Batting third, the catcher, Steve Rivers.
Coming to the plate now, Steve Rivers. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Turner. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, Joe Bonner.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joe Bonner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-0. High in the air and deep to left center field. Rowley racing back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 2-run shot to left center. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 2-0 ball game. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. Into the box now, Nathan Wyatt.
Nathan.
He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Bats coasts under it, and that retires the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. Pensacola's out in front here, 2-0. Barry Granderson, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
Stepping in, Adrian Rowley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Braves, the center fielder, Adrian
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Striding in, Matt Schaefer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Oh, 2 pitch is a curveball that misses 1 and 2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Lifted down the line in left. Quantrill moving in. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Johnny Garcia.
Into the box now, Johnny Garcia. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Hey, I know it's early and we're in the first right here, but he's going to have to work that heater to both sides of the plate. He cannot get away with missing over the heart of the plate all night.
Now the 1-1 pitch is a ball down and away. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Second inning coming up here at Blue River. The Wahoos are on top 2-0. Darryl Jones. And you can see great numbers over the past few games.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Popped him up. Arias waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 7.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, A.J. Jackson. And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Rowley is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Don Berry.
So digging in now, Don Barry. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Really doesn't matter which side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed, and swinging from the right side against lefties. The numbers are quite the same. This guy flat out can hit from either side.
And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Greg Granderson. That's a strike to throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Well, that definitely caught me off guard there. That wasn't exactly the typical steal situation with 2 outs and a runner on second. I can't say I agree with the strategy, but at the same time, now he can score a lot of different ways.
Oh, 1, here it comes. Oh, and this ball is right deep down the line in left, but just foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Bats on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Stanley Matsui, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First delivery to him on the way. Below the zone, a swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
In now, Miguel Arias. Fouled away. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 2 home runs, 9 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Into the box now, Omar Rosado. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. One and 2.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95. It starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Into the box, Patrick Hall. He singled his last time up.
The right fielder, Patrick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bats giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Frank Quantrill.
At the plate, Frank Quantrill. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Schaefer is up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 8, Steve Rivers.
Digging in now, Steve Rivers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Schaefer is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Nothing across here this half. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Blue Wahoos lead it 2-0. Standing in, Wesley Bats. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's down off the shoe tops. 1-0. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Stepping in now, Eloy Saucedo, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Eloy Saucedo becomes the second out in the bottom of the 3rd.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
1-1.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Another 0-2 coming. 7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. Ready to take his hacks again, Joe Bonner, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Nathan Wyatt. Strike called. Now the throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Good steal there, and I'll tell you, he is a multi-dimensional player out there. He's got good pop at the plate, and he showed he's not afraid to use his wheels on the bases either.
To your point, Dan, he did go deep earlier, and now the stolen base here, so he's really having an impact on this game. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Schaefer is there, and that's the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Darryl Jones.
So stepping in, Darryl Jones. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Bonner stands at third with one gone in the inning. High and deep to straightaway right. Turner going back on it to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season as they move on top 4-0.
Well, this game is definitely out of the norm from this guy. I mean, his ERA is in the 2s, and they're just hammering him all over the yard. That earned run average will be on the rise after this one.
Now batting.
Into the box, A.J. Jackson. Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
The first baseman, number 9, Don Barry.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Don Barry. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
This is line to left. A dive, but it's off his glove.
Now batting.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Striding in once again, Greg Granderson, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over 350 left-handed, hitting against right-handed pitching.
Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw not in time as he's able to thwart the pitch out. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. The 1-0 pitch. Runner breaks for third. Strike taken to throw. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Pretty unusual decision to swipe third with 2 outs in the inning. It's a big risk, especially with the lefty hitter up there, and the benefit isn't all that great, but he made it work out.
Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Pensacola's out in front here, 4-0. Now at the plate, Adrian Rowley back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
First delivery to him on the way. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Settling in now, Matt Schaefer. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Quantrill. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Johnny Garcia.
So striding in, Johnny Garcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball swung on and missed.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. We played 4 full. The Wahoos are on top 4-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Patrick Hall. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hall.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure.
Ladies
Wes
and gentlemen,
Parsons
your
takes the
attention,
ball here
please.
as he'll enter with a runner
Now
at first
pitching
and
for your
nobody out.
Mississippi Braves, number 67.
Into the box now, Frank Quantrill pitches a cold strike. The throw, it skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with Show Track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
That one definitely seems worth taking a look at with Show Track. It wasn't a particularly deep home run, but as you can see, he connected pretty well. 110 miles an hour off the bat, and it got out of here in a hurry.
The catcher.
Stepping in now, Steve Rivers. Popped him up. Rosado moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Every game the pitcher gets the lineup card, he circles the guy that can't beat him. Well, obviously he didn't circle this guy. That's his 3rd knock of the game, and he has been on fire lately.
Standing in now, Nathan Wyatt. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
Here's the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And now Gracious just getting the ball back into the infield is becoming a problem. And he is in there.
That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seeing the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
Into the box, Darryl Jones. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's 8-0.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Ready once again, A.J. Jackson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Into the box now, Don Barry. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning. But if he's safe, he's in scoring position and a lot easier to drive in.
Here comes the 0-1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Rowley ranging back and off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. 2-run shot to straightaway center. 19th home run for him on the season as the blowout continues.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
The batter.
Stepping in now, Greg Granderson.
Greg Granderson.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that.
In now, Patrick Hall. Strike taken, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
Granderson at second with 2 down. Squared that one up just a little late. Here it comes, 0-2. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and that is off the wall. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now
absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. Standing in now, Frank Quantrill. Strike called, now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Oh, this kind of goes against those unwritten rules of baseball. They're leading big, so there's really no reason for them to steal third right there. And I'm not sure that was taken too kindly in the opposing dugout.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And he is into second base with an RBI double.
Man, this thing's blown open right here as they've exploded for 8 runs in this inning alone. Everyone knows that offense is contagious. That much is pretty obvious in this one.
So coming to the plate, Steve Rivers. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AB trying to chop wood. Not in today's game.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead. But he made it work out. That was really impressive.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Rowley going back on it. Gone! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 4th home run for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here. Fans are getting plenty of souvenirs today. That's the 5th ball we've seen clear the fence by just this one lineup alone.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you've picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team.
Joe.
Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
Arias is right there, and that will retire the side. But not before an even 10 men come around to score here as they break this game wide open. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Blue Wahoos lead it 14-0. Digging in, Stanley Matsui. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
The 1-2. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count 2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2. High pop-up. And there's the first out.
The first baseman, number 25, Miguel Arias.
Striding into the box, Miguel Arias. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it. Quantrill. 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Omar Rosado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Nathan Wyatt.
Pensacola, the third baseman, Nathan Wyatt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone to lead off the inning. solo shot to right center. Number 13 for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Darryl Jones. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Turner is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, A.J. Jackson.
Now in the box, A.J. Jackson. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Rowley is after it, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Ready to take his hacks again, Don Barry, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Runner goes for third. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Greg Granderson.
Stepping up now, Greg Granderson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bats on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. Pensacola's out in front here, 15-0. Now at the plate, Wesley Bats.
Leading off for the
We're
Braves,
moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box, Eloy Saucedo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now.
0-2.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Quantrill is there, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Garrett Turner.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Garrett Turner. Here comes the first pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown, as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Miguel Nunez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Miguel Nunez.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Patrick Hall. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th. First pitch on its way. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for a hit. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
In now, Frank Quantrill pitches a cold strike. The throw not nearly in time as he takes third easily.
How about that for making something happen? First he rips a double, then on the very next pitch he swipes third, just showing what kind of offensive weapon he can be.
Hall, the runner at third with no outs. Now a shot toward the gap in left center. And this will get all the way to the wall now, as he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much it can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Ready to take his hacks again, Steve Rivers, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, Matt, that last at bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
A runner in scoring position with none out. Hopped up. Arias is there for it. He's got it one away.
The center fielder, number 33, Joe Bonner.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Joe Bonner. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. First offering on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
The third baseman, number 3, Nathan Wyatt.
So striding forward now, Nathan Wyatt. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Line drive to center field. Rowley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Wahoos are on top, 17-0. Digging in once again, Adrian Rowley.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit out towards second. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Matt Schaefer.
Stepping in, Matt Schaefer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. On its way is pitch number 75. This is hit high in the air out to left field. Quantrill waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman, Johnny Garcia.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Weak ground, and this winds up hitting the first base bag, and that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game without question.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. 8th inning coming up. The Blue Wahoos lead it 17-0. At the plate, Darryl Jones.
Leading off for Pensacola, the second baseman, Darryl Jones.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. The baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Standing in now, A.J. Jackson. In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Ready with the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Your attention, please.
Ronald Quintero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Ronald Quintero.
Don Barry will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one's flared out toward left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He
Now
gets his
batting.
fourth knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those four was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Greg Granderson. That's a strike. The throw down. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third. Now the 0-1. Line drive to left. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Stepping in now, Patrick Hall. Strike called. Now the throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. High in the air out to center field. Rowley is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the left fielder, Frank Quantrill.
Now at the plate, Frank Quantrill. Already a homer and 2 doubles to his credit thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Runner's on his way to third. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's wide, and he's in there with the stolen base. Barry at third with 2 away. Into center field, line drive, base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, I'm not sure they can do anything different, but it comes a time where you have to call the dogs off. I mean, they've already scored 20 runs, and this thing ain't over yet. We might be here till midnight.
At the plate, Steve Rivers trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. A 1 pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Turner sprinting after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pensacola's out in front here, 20-0. Stepping up to the plate, Miguel Arias. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And the pitch. In there for strike 1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2. The next 0-2. Fouled off. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stepping into the box, Omar Rosado. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. It's the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Popped him up. Jackson shading to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 22, Wesley Batts.
Ready for another chance. Wesley Batts. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, no balls and a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Hit hard down the right field line,
but it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
In now, Eloy Saucedo.
And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center.
And he can't track it down. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Dan, this offense has been struggling to push a run across all game. Here they get a nice 2-out RBI in the 8th inning to drive in the first run.
You know, listen, it's taken them a while to get on the board, and, you know, they're still behind in this one, but it's better than getting shut out.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We've played 8 full. The Wahoos are on top, 20-1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Bonner. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Meanwhile, in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with the ball game.
He just tattoos this ball right here. Tried to sneak a fastball in on him? No way. Drives it to deep left center field gap, and that was a nice job to get the barrel around in time to score that baby up.
Standing in now, Nathan Wyatt, pulled toward right center field. Rowley on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, second baseman, Darryl.
So digging in now, Darryl Jones, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. The 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
In now, A.J. Jackson. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Jones leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Howard Quintana comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 9, Howard Quintana.
Into the box, Don Barry, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. And that is into right field, a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Now batting, designated hitter, Greg Granderson.
Into the box now, Greg Granderson, as he rips it on the ground to second. To second for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. The Blue Wahoos lead it 22-1. Digging in, Adrian Rowley starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given him up to this point.
So he sets him down swinging. Adrian Rowley takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night. In now, Matt Schaefer. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Standing in now, Johnny Garcia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 0-1. Chopped at the plate. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
22-1 this evening. The Blue Wahoos wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Barry Granderson wins his team-leading 10th game of the year and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Bryce Wilson was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.